Morning everyone, how y'all doing today? You got yourselves BP back here. Yep, we're in the shop. Got Big Blue in here. That's not Papa Smurf, it's Big Blue. Anyway, what the hell are we doing? Well, we're just getting the floor reinstalled. I got the steel plate right there put back in place, and now we're just struggling with the rubber mat to get him set down properly and installed properly, not just a wham bam thank you ma'am kind of an install. Do it right. So like here, this rubber part back here, there's a groove on it actually, and it's got to tuck in behind this steel part that's for the main framework of the cab on both sides. And then that lip back there, it's got to tuck in behind the lip that comes down for where the seat mount is, just so that a whole bunch of dirt and crud doesn't get underneath this thing and in behind it, is the whole idea. And it can be kind of a bugger to get into place at times with especially one hand. But we will get her. It's just gonna have to fight and struggle with it a little. Kind of like that. And now to fight with the other half. I'm gonna let you guys go, and once I get it all reinstalled, then we're gonna take this thing, get the loader off of it, give it a good bath job. There's no monitors to install, but I do have to put a new wiper blade on it. That wiper blade is buggered. I've got a new one for it, so I'll get that on and a good bath, and then he's ready to get hooked up to either a rake or a hay bind. He also needs a good greasing across the front end. So anyway, enough of that. Let's get to work. Talk to you guys later. Alrighty guys, well, holy crap, she's a friggin' warm one and humid as all hell. Like, it's ugly out, but there is a breeze. Not a strong one, but there is a breeze. Wind gusts of, supposed to be 36, but I'm gonna say more like 25 kilometers an hour. Not miles per hour, kilometers per hour. There's a risk of a thunderstorm for starting about 6 p.m. all the way until midnight. We're in Big Blue. We're not in Papa Smurf. We're in the Big Blue, man. Yeah, I'm wet. I'm just sweating like a butterball turkey here in an oven. Humidity is, I don't know what. Temperature is well over 35, and with the humidity, it's freaking crazy. Oh yeah, look at that. No, we never found my rake. That there, thank you very much. Big shout out to Nick Service, our local Massey dealership. They've stepped up their game, and they came through. They got us into a brand new 2022 Kuhn Speedrake SR112 G2. There's a few changes made on this unit compared to what we used to have, and we're gonna try her out for the first time here. And so I'm just heading out. I'm gonna rake the opening rounds on that field we cut back on Monday. It's still too wet to actually just go and bale it, but I'm hoping if I fluff it up, give it 3-4 hours, and if it don't rain and the wind stays up, maybe, just maybe, it'll bale. If it does not bale, then maybe, if the wind stays up, it'll bale tomorrow morning before we have to leave. Because my nephew is getting married tomorrow, and we're going to the wedding tomorrow afternoon. And that's going to be a warm one. She's you know a ranch when get a little ranchy. So, congratulations, congratulations, Casey. You found yourself a good little woman there. Casey and Julie, they're tying the knot. But yeah, we're gonna go and try out this Kuhn Speedrake. Thank you, Lee, at Nick's service. We're just gonna, no money down, nothing, just come and get it, and we'll hammer out all the insurance and paperwork afterwards. And a moose just crossed the road in front of me. There's his tracks. He went in there somewhere. So yeah, thank you very much, Lee, at Nick's service. So we're gonna go and try this. Talk to you guys later. I'll bring you back when we get in the field and give her a whirl. Alrighty guys, so we're clipping along here at about 1600 RPM. We're in gear 12. Cruising about 7.1, 7.2 mile an hour. And there she be. So this is that heavy stuff that I showed you when I was cutting there on Monday. That really heavy, that alfalfa, brome, and sapoin mix. That's what this stuff is. Now we're just gonna rake the opening 6 rounds. In this case, it's 2 into 1, so it'll be 3 rounds. And then after that, we're actually gonna jump across into the next field. We'll see. On the heavy swaths, it's falling a little bit wide. On the light swaths, it'll be too narrow. Yeah, I got CP with me. She's sticking her tongue out at me.
I am not.
She was. She might not be doing it right now, but she was.
No.
But hopefully by fluffing this stuff up, especially like here where I am right now, on the north-south passes, that I never drove on, but the east-west passes got driven on. And the whole idea is to get these end rounds flipped up, fluffed up, so that they can dry better where it was driven on. You can see where it's packed, trampled a little bit. What are you doing, woman? And we gotta lift that up. We gotta lift that stuff up. You can see where it's, because that stuff, it'll be wet. I guarantee it's wet underneath. What?
It's wet.
It's wet? It's wet underneath. You can see that maybe, guys, in the camera. I don't know if you can or not, but and with the rain that we just had and this humidity and this heat, this second growth is going to take off and start growing like a banshee. So we got to get this stuff baled. Anyways, hopefully we can bale it today. I've got my doubts. I got a feeling I'll be coming back here tomorrow about 10 o'clock, providing the weather cooperates and it don't rain. If it rains, well then I'm screwed. These opening rounds are going to be just fahooied. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to get to work, keep trucking here. Alrighty guys, so I went home, grabbed Papa Smurf and the big baler, BR780, and we baled the first 2 passes. It was just pretty much grass. So I've seen lots of people, I don't know if this is working or not, because I see it's got a slight little bend in the probe. I don't know if that's a problem or not. I hope not. These kind of bentages there. But anyways, I've seen lots of people testing their bales through the side, like here, like this, and I was always told not to do that. But we're checking it anyway. And on this Farmex moisture tester, you gotta push and hold the button after you put the probe in. Well, 15.2. This one could be wetter, I mean. Wetter. Oh shit, it's drier. Right here's a wet spot. I can see it, right? 38, 39, and climbing, but it's one little spot.
I don't like that.
And here, 16.7, 9, 17. Still climbing. 17.9, 18. Still climbing. 18.5, 6, 7, 8. It's gonna hit 19.5 at least. I don't think she's quite ready. Ugh. I guess if I push this in this way.
Is your pickup all the way down?
Yes, it is. 15.4.
Why don't you move in a swath?
Oh, they're chunky fucking bales. But anyway, I got to get my tools out and monkey with a side sensor right here. This is a side sensor to tell you to fill this side, and it's stuck right there. The other side's working, this side's not working. So I got to get in there and get some fucking spray in there. It doesn't want to work properly, so I'll bring you guys back later. Alrighty guys, so got it somewhat working. It's coming out, but it needs to be just worked. How's that sound? And I took the cover off, I sprayed it. There was a bunch of crud inside there under the cover. I should have showed you guys, I'm sorry I never, but right there you can see the bolt. That's one of the bolts. There's 3 little bolts, actually 2 bolts that hold the cover on, and that bolt that's right there, that one right there. Now the camera don't want to focus, but anyways, that bolt right there, all it is a wire holder bolt. But anyway, we got it all cleaned up. So basically, as the hay comes in and the bale rolls back up, and the bale rolls around this way, it sweeps on here and it pushes that in and out. So the fuller your bale is from one side to the other, that's just how these fucking things work right there. And that one's a little crudded up. Anyways, CP went down there to get the big blue and the rake, and this stuff here, it's a lot of grass, a hint of foxtail, not a lot of alfalfa, but this stuff I think will keep. It's borderline. It's really fucking borderline. But I think this stuff will keep. So we'll work at baling this stuff up. Yeah. Fun, fun, fun. It's gonna be borderline. Let's get her done. We'll catch you guys later. There she goes. So that's 28 feet. And like I said the other day, what this field that we used to call the creeks, it's been in hay for pushing 10 years. So the production isn't as good, but hey, it's still a nice friggin' hay. Here guys, something I want you to all do. I want you guys to get onto your YouTube. Obviously you are if you're watching BCB Farm and Trucking, but I want you to hit your search button and go check out search Bar 22 Ranch. He's a young guy out of Estevan, Saskatchewan area, Bean Fade area. Get over there, subscribe to him. He's only got like, I don't know, maybe 20 or 25 subs. But yeah, get in there. We just hauled a hay bind for him, and it's Bar 22 Ranch on YouTube. Get in there, subscribe to his channel, and let's give him some support. And while you're there, tell him that BP sent you over. Alrighty, I'm gonna let you guys go. We're gonna try making a few bales here. I'll test them out. If it's no damn good, well then we won't be baling if it's still too wet. But if it's running 17, 18 or less, we're gonna give her the goose. So talk to you guys later. Alrighty guys, this stuff ain't gonna go. I just made one more bale and it was anywhere from 16.9 to 32 or 33, something like that. So that ain't gonna friggin' bale. It's only been down since Wednesday morning. It's Friday afternoon. It's only been down for 3 days, and it's not very often that I've ever been able to have anything bale in 3 days. Hell, even last year was a tough one to get the stuff to dry down in a 3-day time period. But I told CP to continue raking out there, and hopefully after a couple hours it'll dry down more. Now what am I doing? There, we're out here, and I'm gonna try making a couple of bales on these swaths on this really heavy stuff. It's been about 2 hours, hour and a half to 2 hours, just to see how much it's dried down. Guarantee you it ain't gonna be enough, but CP thinks, have faith, it'll be good to go. Well, I highly doubt it, but I'll make a bale or two. If they're tough, I'll know which ones they are because they're on the outside edge, right? So, anyway, I'll let you guys go. We'll talk to you later. And there she is, doing what she does. She's really good at. She's really good at raking, actually. Anyway, guys, later. Alrighty, guys, so nothing will bale, but we want to adjust this friggin' rake so that it works a little bit better for us. Now, you can adjust this rake in 3 points. You can adjust this rake here. You can adjust your wing out here, which in turn, if you push this so it goes out, it pulls your back end in. So then but on this one, that's how our old one was. You only had 2 adjustments, one here, one here. On this one, you got 3. You got here, this turnbuckle, and then you got here for your width at your axle point, and you got it right there. So we want to adjust this sucker so that it changes this darn Crescent Ranch. I got the shitty end of the deal on this Crescent Ranch. But anyway, you gotta loosen the set screws just like a regular turnbuckle. And Make sure I'm turning it the right fucking way. And then just turn that sucker. And if you're curious as to how wide you're going, you just watch these. Now in our old rake, we had it set up so that when you look through here, or you look through right there, you could see the third line, is how I had it rigged up. So that's how we're gonna try and work this one, the same way. Kind of like that right there. So if you look close, you can kind of see the arm. This arm goes right through, and it's right there. See that? You can see that little divot. See that? Just like that. That's how we had it set up before. Then tighten our set screws up. And then I got to go back there. So when I get these set screws, these lock nuts tightened into place, and go to the back, I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so now on this point, what the hell happened here? How about that, eh? There we go. You take your lock out. Pull your pin. And then you can just swing your back end. That short little arm adjusts these last two wheels a little bit. Now I'm gonna let you guys go for a second, I think. There we go. Guess I'm not gonna let you go. There. Now you can see how, see that there? So it's wide at the front. It would make it really narrow at this side. And now I tucked it in a little bit on this end. Like so. We're gonna give that a try. And if that don't work, well then all I have to do is adjust right here from my last two wheels is all I would have to adjust. Get my lock pin in here. There. Okay, I'm gonna get this other side done and we'll bring you guys back in a little bit.